Landscaping is, without a shadow of a doubt, the best job in the world.
I don't think Ollie will see it that way, though.
What do I do? Why am I doing this? This is insane. It's Bank Holiday Monday, and oh my gosh, glorious. Possibly the first time this year I've actually had to wear sunglasses, but yeah, it's very bright. But yeah, my plan today, I've got my spin you around, glamorous little assistant with me. And yeah, just having a bit of a sort out, getting ready for the week. Guys have got a job tomorrow, so I've loaded up, got their materials ready for that so they can go straight out. I've also been trying to fix lights on this old tipper. It also looks like it's got a flat tyre. Great. So get the materials delivered tomorrow and then I'll run it over to the garage and just get them to have a good look at it. We're actually selling that tipper, so we'll get it all fixed up. Make sure all the lights are working. That's the one that we also just put a new engine and clutch into, so whoever gets it, we've done all the big expensive stuff, so yeah, enjoy it. Haven't got guys working today. We did have a couple sort of lined up too, but over the course of the weekend, which I think is fair enough, they've decided actually they want to take the time off. I think, yeah, definitely well deserved after the run of just terrible weather we've had. Maintenance is getting busier and busier, and Jake is pretty flat out and actually struggling to get any sort of office time, admin time, marketing, business development time, which is a big part of his role, is actually growing that side of the company. I'm hopefully going to catch up with him and talk about sort of next steps, what he wants and how he wants to move forwards, and see if we can start actually growing the team. I mean, what that obviously is going to mean is more vans. But it's exciting. The maintenance is massive for us. So yeah, it's going to be a real priority. I think we can sort of leave the landscaping guys to sit as they are for a while now. And yeah, real push for maintenance. So hopefully get a good catch up with Jake this week. We can go through everything and we'll see what happens. But if we have weather like this, oh, it's going to be glorious.
Good morning. Welcome to East Horsley. As you can see, it's looking a lot greener than when you were last here. So obviously we've had some pretty gnarly weather recently and that's looking like it's going to continue, but you know, we are where we are and we're doing what we can. So last week we got some of these granite sets in, so hopefully by the end of the week we'll get the rest of that in and get them all pointed up. If you want to come through here, we are wrapping up our cabin. It's just a few bits of sort of these battens to go on the back edge so far. And a few little bits of trim on the inside. Got all of our shingle in down here, which all needs just sort of re-leveling and spreading out. So our edging is all in and turf's gone down, so we're just tidying up the last few bits of that, going all the way around, cutting in the angles for the beds. So a little bit more to cut off there, you can see, so we just want these nice clean angles going all the way around. Coming from last week to this week, it's completely changed the garden. It actually looks like a garden, not a muddy pit, which is nice to see because it feels like we've been in the mud for weeks and weeks.
Good afternoon. Busy office today. Pretty much everybody who has an office capacity was in the office, which is really nice. It's nice to have a busy working environment. We had Adam Vetere come over and have a proper look around everything that you will eventually be seeing at our new yard. That's very exciting. So he is doing some design work for us so that every little bit that we attack now over the next couple of years, we know that it's all going to be cohesive and lead to something spectacular.
Well, yeah, we've got Adam down today, so second time here, very lucky. We've been talking through, it's obviously a fairly uninspiring space at the moment, but talking through some plans that we've got here as we make this our sort of more permanent long-term base.
Great being down here. You've actually got a really fantastic site, and that's the great thing about it. That's what inspires me about this place.
Yeah, lots of potential.
You've got huge potential here, and you've got that amazing space behind us, that water as you come in.
Yeah.
It's all about creating something for you and your company, because you're expanding your operations here.
Yeah.
To create something that actually welcomes you into the site.
Absolutely.
It's just Shouts Farmyard at the minute.
You know, we want people to turn up and be like, yeah, wow, this is an amazing place to work, and you know, the ambition of the company is very clear just by you know, how we look and where we're based and our facilities and.
Well, exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, for me, what I need to do now is go away and get the place professionally surveyed. We go through many iterations until we come up with a concept that we think it's right for you. It meets the design brief.
Yeah.
And it's right for you. Once we've got that, then it gets modelled. And then when we see it in 3D like that, we can then make those decisions. Do we have those trees in the right place? Have we blocked a view that shouldn't have been blocked? You've got an amazing view at the back there.
Yeah.
And you've got that lovely oak tree in the middle of the field. It'll be a killer if you block that view.
Amazing.
And then that's your concept. If you're happy with that, and we certainly hope you are happy with that, then we produce a big master plan for you. So you then, hardwood landscapes, right, you've now got something now that is purely to scale.
Yeah.
And you can now start to work off.
So yeah, I mean, it's up to us to then do your designs justice, which is the exciting part. It's exciting being a client on the other end of it all. I'm sort of smiling because I don't really know what it's going to turn into, and knowing me, it's going to start to spiral at some stage. So I might need to be
pulled
reined in
again,
a little bit.
Well, the budget normally helps you with that.
Yeah, well, lack of. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to go away and figure out what's involved, what it's going to cost, and then we'll come back and just take it forward.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be inspiring. Looking forward to it. Coffee and dogs. I need dogs. Cool. Happy Wednesday? Happy Wednesday. This long weekend. I don't know where I am or what I'm doing. Unfortunately, I'm not feeling very well. Working over the weekend for a few weekends now, and longer days, just being unwell. It's caught up with me. And I know my guys are struggling, getting drenched every single day. Landscaping for 8 or 9 months of the year, if you're a tradesman and want to be creative and work with your hands, is without a shadow of a doubt, and I will argue with anyone about this, the best job in the world. But yeah, you've just got to get through a bit of a winter slog. We're trying to be a little bit creative with how we recruit. We're going to see if we can come up with a bit of a creative sort of video, sort of marketing and media appeal using Jake, and as you've seen, he loves a camera. Just putting a name and a face behind the job adverts. Yeah, we'll let you know some ideas and what we sort of come up with. I'm sure you'll see it on our socials soon. Tyler Newman, who has obviously been a big influence to me, and everything that we're doing was triggered by Dubai Mastermind that I went to last year. He's just released a bit of a recap video, which is it's well worth a watch if you're sort of curious as to what's triggered a lot of my mindset changes. But yeah, here's what he had to say about me, and it's just a reminder of why we are doing everything that we're doing.
Ollie was someone that has a landscaping business and a very successful landscaping business, really hesitant to put himself out there on social media, to the point where he even admitted this to everyone, and has since talked about it online, and he was afraid to even send a voice note on WhatsApp. That's how kind of self-conscious he was. He spent some time with me here in London several months before, got him thinking about personal branding, and then coming to Dubai was really what flipped the switch for him, especially listening to Daniel Louisi talk about how the media he's created has just unlocked so many opportunities for him and his business. And since then, Ollie has created a YouTube channel, is vlogging every single week, documenting him building his business, which has come with incredible rewards and returns.
It's been amazing. It's been a complete whirlwind of a few months since we got back. A lot's changed, a lot's in motion. I was another example of not even being able to send sort of a voice note on WhatsApp, just being so uncomfortable. And we've now got 2 full-time on media following us around the cameras, and a lot of huge changes in a very short space of time. It's been amazing. The group that you do it with, there's no judgment. Everyone's doing something completely different. The only sort of synergy is just a curiosity and an interest that is, has become strong enough for you to really invest in yourself and take yourself seriously, and that leads to a powerful week. We had grown men in tears, and it was an amazing room to be in. And the guest speakers were so powerful as well. Everyone will give you all the time that you wanted, the time that you needed. A lot of them turned up sort of early and left late, and the fact that you actually leave a room and that caliber of person, that you felt was just in another league, has actually got a lot in common and started in the same place and is now taking you seriously and invested in your journey just because you've invested in yourself.
We're in Alford right now. I'm just wrapping up this liquid project. It's a bit of an emergency project. Would you say it's an emergency project?
I mean, only when it rains heavily.
Only when it rains heavily. Just fixing this stream bridge driveway thing. It was blocked up by a massive log, which was put in. Was it put on purpose?
Well, we think it was put in on purpose because it was massive.
Yeah, so we basically had to take out the old concrete pipes and replace them with a new plastic pipe. Just fixing the problem because it was rotted a few times, costing the client money. So we've come in, ripped the old one out, replaced it, and yeah, so we've got the concrete base back in, ready for some blocks tomorrow.
Yeah, no, it's good. It was quite stressful because obviously it was an emergency, but other than that, no, it's been pretty straightforward.
Bida bam, buda boom, done.
Yeah, don't know really know what to say. Just a bit, yeah, gutted, really gutted. Jake, my amazing maintenance man, and who has been sort of the centre of us growing and launching our maintenance company, and yeah, I mean, you've all seen plenty of him, he's leaving. Yeah, just some sort of personal behind the scenes reasons, but he is, yeah, leaving employment. Gutted. It was a real shock. It's all, yeah, so it's just super amicable. But yeah, I don't know, I guess if you can sort of imagine the significance from my perspective, you know, bought all of the kit, spent a huge amount of money, a huge amount of back-end work and systems, been really pushing to get clients, get designers on board with what we're doing. He's now got a pretty full and pretty consistent maintenance round, which we no longer have anybody to fulfill. Yeah, that's a hard knock. Can't really see the optimism beyond it yet. I know that everything like this typically represents an opportunity to find someone new, find someone better, it always opens the door to opportunity and ends up being fine, and it will end up being fine. I have no doubt. But yeah, and initially, tough news. He is going to really be missed. Yeah. What do I do? Why am I doing this? This is insane.
It's an exciting day, moving into new van, and I've got a whole load of new Makita tools to replace the ones that were stolen. So yeah, lucky lad, new toys. Oh, I've just locked it, I think, somehow. Oh, there we go.
Oh, it's touch.
Touch. Look at that. This is the new whip. It's automatic, but the gear stick is where your wipers usually are. So the first time I drove it, a little bit of rain started hitting the windscreen, and I thought I'll knock the wipers on, and I slammed it into neutral and just started revving. Step into my office, Paddy. So it's got cruise control, it's got a speed limiter. I don't know why you'd ever want to use that. It's got heated seats, it's got Apple AirPlay. Yeah, all the bits and pieces.
When's it getting dirty for the first time?
Never. I'm going the long way round rather than go through that puddle in Loxwood. Yeah. First site visit tomorrow.
Cool, man. Well, we'll check you out and see you on Friday.
See you then.
It's Thursday morning, and losing Jake after putting just so much into making the maintenance into something, having that much responsibility and dependence on just one person, I think it was maybe naive. Maybe I made it into more than it should have been too quickly. But hey, this is part of learning it. Part of telling everybody what I'm doing makes me incredibly vulnerable, which again is something I'm conscious of. Everyone would have seen the sort of rise of Jake and rise of our maintenance offering, and now they're going to see the very public sort of fall of it. So yeah, tough headspace at the moment. It's weather's awful. Don't know what I'm going to do with maintenance. Can't really see a way out of it at the moment.
If you plant a seed, it will grow.
Yeah, you could be changing lives.
I could be changing lives.
You could even have your own channel one day.
Maybe I should.
Maybe you should.
Maybe I should just have a Sam's Quote channel.
What would you call the channel?
Sam's Inspo.
Inspo by Sam.
Inspo by Sam.
The diary of
Samuel's life. That's how we're gonna do the soil this afternoon.
They got to ride it. It's mine.
Down the tipper. That's how we're gonna get
Speech.
Order in the court.
How you doing, Matt? I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm great, yeah.
Good.
Banging.
Yeah, it's looking really good. Brought some type 1 this morning to top the paths up where necessary, and then this afternoon I've come back with some more topsoil just to top the beds up. We've got planting arriving on the 12th, so beds need to be ready to go by then. And then we've just ordered the Iroko posts as well that get put in around the patio to create a bit of screening, which yeah, looking forward to seeing actually.
How's the new tipper?
Yeah, she's lovely.
Yeah.
Drives real nice. Yeah, I mean, it's like when you come on site in really clean boots, you look like a newbie or something.
Yeah.
I think your tipper's got to have a little bit of mud all over the body, otherwise
otherwise you
don't
look
like you're you're
soft
using it properly.
Yeah.
So, I don't think Ollie will see it that way though.
It's Sunday and my first venture out with man flu. As always, picking loads of nails up off the floor at the yard, and then the guys are surprised why they constantly have punctures. I thought I'd task the fairly simple task of fitting seat covers and floor mats into the other new tipper to some of the guys that were working at the yard last week. What they have actually done is just put seat covers on completely wrong, which blows my mind, and have obviously got insides underneath the seat compartment with muddy boots, and obviously what we're trying to do is protect these new vans with the seat covers, etc. What they have actually achieved is just making a complete mess in areas that are really hard to clean, nothing is on, and yeah, come on.
I'll spare you too much of my face and voice and just general miserableness today, but yeah, first Sunday, oh my god. Dude, you're too small to jump out of there. Yeah, he's fine. So, track's fitted, that van's ready to go, and I missed the delivery of this because not feeling great, and am conscious of not wanting to be in the office with everybody else and making everyone else sick. So, on Friday, I know the video guys would have caught some content of it being delivered, but this is my first time seeing it. Our last van, 5 out of 5. Really happy to have that chapter closed. It's a very exciting chapter, but a chapter that has been hugely time and resource consuming. But yeah, the end result is just an upgraded fleet. So that's enough of my waffle. And yeah, probably call it a day because I am struggling.
Oh, great.